Everyone, if you would please rise. And Mike, if you'd like to take a few steps forward for your bride. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. If you would please be seated. My friends, if you would please take a few steps forward. Now remember to face each other as you are getting married here today. Take each other's hands. So welcome, family and friends. Thank you for coming here today. As you may have noticed, our lovely ladies swept the ground before them. This is a very old Celtic tradition. And we are here to celebrate new and old traditions. We're here to celebrate a new union, not only between Jill and Mike, who are standing here before us, but with all the family and all the friends that are now going to be joined as one. Again, you may have wondered why these ladies were sweeping before them and why we had herbs thrown in the air. Well, those brooms were symbolically sweeping away the past and creating a clean new space for everyone's future. The lavender that was thrown sweetens the air and symbolizes long life, peace, love, and protection. All the negative thoughts and energy has been swept away. The air has now been sweetened with love, and all negative energy and thoughts have been banished, leaving only positive love behind. New blessings for this marriage, new friends, and new family. I would also like to say, it is of the request of this couple standing before us that we do take just a few minutes away from our phones, tablets, and other electronic devices, and please put them away. We are here to celebrate their joy and their love for one another. Spend some time with our family and our friends. I know we have an amazing photographer, and there is a video that they are happy to share with you. I would also like to say that Jill and Mike want to thank everyone who's traveled here today. They know that you gave up a precious Monday afternoon, and they know what it took to get here today. This is also a time for us to remember all those who are unable to be here for reasons of their own, or perhaps because they have traveled down those corridors of time without us. But this really is not a moment to be sad. This is a moment to rejoice in all those special memories and gifts from the ones that we love and have loved in our lifetimes. Take this moment to remember those when you celebrated with them or just plain enjoyed being with them. Life is fleeting. Be with those that you love. Now, we all know, as human beings, we're blessed with many different abilities. But the most amazing one is our ability to love unconditionally. This really is the very best part of who we are, despite of everything that makes us so different and unique. Love is what we share. No matter who we are, where we've come from, and what we believe, we know one thing. Love is the only thing that matters. Not stuff, not how much money we've made, or how many orcs you've chased off. Because trust me, the very end of the day, and the end of this life, it really just is about love. That's the source of everything that we do that's right. This is the closest thing that we have to heaven on this side. Marriage, when it's done right, well, that's being in love for the rest of your life. And we have so many words that define love, but maybe these words that were written so long ago in the Bible, that are spoken in so many different wedding ceremonies, regardless of one's religion or one's beliefs, are as true today as when the day they were written. Love is patient and love is kind. Love does not envy. It does not boast. It's not proud. It doesn't disrespect loved ones. Nor is it selfish, nor is it easily angered. Love keeps no record of rights or wrongs, and it doesn't hold a grudge. Love does not delight in the bad things of this world, but rejoices in the beauty and with the truth. It always protects, it always loves, it always hopes, and it always triumphs. Love will never fail you. People may fail, so always let love be your guide. Now, Jill and Mike, you come to know the very best of what each of you have to offer, accepting and respecting your differences and having a ball with all those things that you have in common. This only confirms already what you knew, that together you are far greater than when you are alone. And every experience that you've had, everything that you've ever done, every path that you've ever taken has led you to this moment. And trust me when I say, the very best is yet to come. Now, since ancient times, people have communed with nature to learn more about themselves through example. And it's within nature that we actually all truly do abide. So we're going to ask for Jill and Mike for the blessings of nature's elements, air, fire, water, and earth. And that we do this so that they may come more fully to understand the lessons that each element has to offer, the attributes, which are examples, that the aspects of that what they mirror is not only within the divinity, but within ourselves. So we will ask the spirits of air to keep open those lines of communication between this couple. May their future be as bright as the dawn on the horizon. And as air flows freely to and fro and through us all, may their hearts, minds, and souls come to know the world and each other through this manner, seeing not only with their eyes, but also with their hearts, so they may go rise with wisdom. Spirits of fire, we ask for Jill and Mike, for they have passion for one another and for life itself to remain ever strong and vital, fortifying each and every day with a vibrancy that's rooted in boldness and courage. And as fire clears the way for new growth, may they now know that that power is theirs to create change and to bring about the richness and the quality that comes with the true love of life. And to seal these blessings, we will ask for the spirits of water, so that way their love for one another and the comfort for loved ones to be like the serenity of the deep blue ocean, that the oasis will forever be surrounding this couple, so that they may always be well loved, love well, to let the surety of which water makes its journey into the sea, flowing over rocks and around trees, and even turning into vapor and riding a cloud, ever serve as that reminder with what all love is well and well endured. And spirits of earth, we ask that you give unto those that you see standing before you here today a rock solid place to stand and fulfill their destinies. May their journey mirror the vast plains and fertile fields, expansive and alive. May they always find those right seeds to sow to ensure a bountiful harvest. And when they look up at the northern star, may they always know it is bright and constant as their love for one another. And lastly, Father, Mother, and Divine Spirit, whose presence is felt in all things and in all times, we ask your continued blessings upon this couple, upon their union, upon their family, and upon their friends who have gathered here to celebrate in this joyous moment with us. May they always become one in truth and forever revel in the magic that is love. Many have also said that love is listening to one another, it's supporting one another, it's enjoying this adventure of life with each other. This is not, though, an excuse to stop growing. This is not an excuse to make yourself better. This is not an excuse to allow that person to be taken for granted. Jill and Mike, the two of you must learn to lean upon each other and not so much to suffocate one another, because love is being honest with one another, having that capacity to forgive and to forget, and finding dreams to share and common goals to work towards. This is trusting that your lives will continue to grow and change. You will keep in step and forever move together. Love is recognizing that to know one another person may not always mean that you know everything about each other, but rather the trust in the things that you do not yet know. This is not just finding the right partner. This is continuously working to be that right partner. Robert Brault said that to find someone who will love you for no reason, shower that person with reasons, because that is the ultimate of happiness. Because we all know that money and beauty, youth, those all fade away, comes and goes. But love is irreplaceable. Love is eternal. And when you have it, it makes your burdens lighter because you divide them. It makes you stronger so you can reach out and become involved in life in ways that you may not want to risk alone. And as you prepare to take these vows to one another, realize that from now forward, your destinies will be woven into one design. Your joys and your sorrows shall not be known apart. Today, you are making public for all to know these words. I love you. I want to be committed to you, our lives, and our destinies together. Therefore, it is not my standing here that makes your marriage real, but rather it is that love and sincerity, the dedication and the commitment into which you make your vows. So may I remind you that saying your vows are one thing, but living these in and out can be challenging from day to day. So what you promise here today must be renewed tomorrow and every day that stretches out before you. So with that being said, I have some very important questions for you. Jill, will you have Mike as your husband in times of good fortune as well as bad, forsaking all others, and be a kind and faithful wife?
I will.
Will you base your life with Mike on love and caring and understanding? Will you embrace his adventurous spirit, be considerate of his wishes and desires?
I will.
Now, these might be the hard questions. Will you always be his dungeon master, and to understand that just because Mike rolled that 7 and gave himself forever a life, he really wasn't going to kill off all those dark elves?
I will.
Okay. And please, will you still wake Mike up off the couch when he sleeps and really just understand guys just like sleeping on the couch?
I will.
Okay. Now please repeat after me. I, Jill,
I, Jill,
take you, Michael,
take you, Michael,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
I promise to be
I promise to be
your true and loving wife,
your true and loving wife,
to love and to honor
to love and to honor
you always.
you always.
I do this because
I do this because
I love you today,
I love you today,
I love you tomorrow,
I love you tomorrow,
and I will love you forever.
and I will love you forever.
And at this time, Jill has a few words that she would like to read to Mike.
Mike, you were my best friend. A short while into our relationship, I already knew the potential in us to make it this far and beyond. You make me feel open, free, and unafraid. You're a genuine and kind and incredible person. My words cannot express what you mean to me. You've captured me heart and soul, and I am forever yours. You have renewed so much in me since we met, and continue to teach me new things every day. I enjoy our time together, whether we are watching movies, hanging out with friends, or dancing around, being crazy and silly for no reason. I'll never stop loving you, never stop being amazed at the man that you are, never stop being awed at how much you love me. I promise myself to you to stay by your side, or stay by you always, support you and love you, and go through this life with you, whatever that brings our way. Thank you for being my everything, my knight in shining armor, my fate mate, and my vampire. I love you. I promise you my unconditional love, eternal.
Those were absolutely beautiful. If you'll take each other's hands one more time. Mike, it's now your turn. Michael, will you have Jill as your wife in times of good fortune and in bad, forsaking all others and being a kind and faithful husband?
I will.
Will you base your life with Jill on love, caring, and understanding? Will you embrace her adventurous spirit? Be considerate of her wishes and desires?
I will.
Now, these are your hard questions. Will you, Michael, always try to pick Jill's card when playing Cards Against Humanity and understand that she did not mean to pick yours?
I will.
This might be the really hard one, but just because Jill decided to do it her way, which might have really been the hard way, wasn't because she didn't listen to you.
I
I know that was hard, thank you. So please now repeat after me. I, Michael,
Michael,
take you, Jill,
take you, Jill,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
I promise to be
I promise to be
your true and loving husband,
your true and loving husband,
to love and honor you always.
to love and honor you always.
I do this because
I do this because
I love you today,
I love you today,
I love you tomorrow,
I love you tomorrow,
and I will love you forever.
I love you forever.
And now Michael has a few words that he'd like to say to Jill.
You're my rock. You're the support beyond support. I've never met anybody that loves me unconditionally the way that you do. I vow to take care of you, to treasure you, and to love you always. Have you by my side, and to fly you off with me. I am your vampire, and you are mine forever. Yes, I vow.
I've not heard better vows. And now that you have said your vows to one another, keep those words in mind and in spirit. In just a moment, you'll exchange wedding rings, because throughout time, the ring has been a symbol of unending love, And like time, ring has no beginning and rings have no end. It is a circle that's the emblem of eternity. If you would please step forward and present our rings. Through our lives that are finite, love is that creative force that binds us together and the force that gives new life, everlasting. Thank you. So Jill, please repeat after me. With this hand, pick up his hand, your cup will never be empty, for I will be your wine.
Thank you. I can drink.
With this candle, I will light your way into darkness. Please place the ring on his left hand, third finger, and repeat after me. With this ring, I ask you to be mine. Now, Michael, it's your turn. Please take Jill's hand and repeat after me. With this hand, I will lift your sorrows. With this cup, I will be your wine.
I will be your wine.
With this candle, I will light your way into darkness. And please take Jill's left hand, third finger. Place the ring on her finger and repeat after me. With this ring, I ask you to be mine. Know now, before you go any farther, since your lives have crossed in this life, you have now formed ties with one another. And as you seek to enter the state of matrimony, you should strive to make real the ideals that give meaning not only to the ceremony, but also to the institution of marriage. And know that with full awareness that within this circle, you are not only declaring your intent to be with one another before all your family and all your friends, but you speak that intent to all the higher powers. The promises that you made here today and the ties that bind you together will strengthen your union because they will cross the years and lives of each of our soul's growth. Vicki and Michael, will you please join us? It is because you loved this couple standing here before us first that you give them unto the person that will love them forever. So Vicki, if you would please, after they answer the final question, wrap the cord around their wrists. Do you, Jill and Mike, still seek to enter into your lives together?
We do.
So I want you to look down. I want you to feel those hands that are holding yours. They will passionately love and cherish you throughout all the years for a lifetime of happiness. Those hands, countless times, will wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. Those are those hands that will comfort you in illness and hold you when fear and grief racks your mind. These are the hands that will hold you tight as you struggle through those difficult and challenging times. Because those are the hands that will give you support and encourage you to chase your dreams. Because after today, together, everything that you wish for will be granted to you. So will you be each other's faithful partner in life?
We will.
Will you be each other's constant friends and one true love?
We will.
And so the first binding has been made. Will you promise to love each other without reservation? Will both of you stand with each other through sickness and in health, in plenty and in want?
We will.
And so the second binding has been made. Will you stand together in times of joy and in sorrow?
We will.
And will you share the burdens so that each of your spirits may grow into this union?
We will.
And so the third binding has been made. Will you always promise to be open and honest to each other for as long as you shall live?
We will.
Will you dream together to create a new reality and new hopes for this marriage?
We will.
And so the fourth binding has been made. Will you honor one another? Will you both seek to cherish and strengthen that honor?
We will.
Therefore, the fifth binding has been made, and the binding of all promises. The knots of this binding are not formed by the cords, but by your vows. Either of you may drop your cords, but always you hold in your hands the making or the breaking of this union. Yes, please. Thank you, Vicki and Michael. Without you, we could not have done this today. It really just is a brief moment in time and a stroke of a pen. It's all that's required to make this binding legal. But it takes that lifetime of love and commitment and some laughter to make a marriage durable and eternal. Jill and Mike, in your journey in life together, remind yourselves often of this love that is brought you to bring out the very best in one another. Marriage is a commitment in life. Now we all know we're two people, but everybody has advice for newlyweds, especially on their wedding day. And the marriage institution has inspired many cultural icons to express what they think that takes the very best for a marriage to succeed. But perhaps these gentlemen said it the very best. Oliver Wendell Holmes said, "Love is not a matter of counting the years, but of making the years count." Ogden Nash, however, said, "To keep your marriage brimming with love in the loving cup, whenever you're wrong, admit it. Whenever you're right, shut up." Now may this love that we have come here to celebrate continue to grow and enrich your lives. May you continue to meet challenges with courage. May your relationship always be one of love and of trust. And may the happiness that you share here today be with you always. And may everything that you have said and done here today become that living truth in your eyes. Jill and Mike We have heard your promises to share your lives in marriage. We recognize and respect the covenants that you have made here today before each of us as a witness. So therefore, in the honesty and sincerity of what you have done and created here today, and by the power vested in me by the great and beautiful state of Colorado, it is truly my honor and great delight to declare you now married, partners in life, for life. And I'm pretty sure you haven't practiced today. Jill, kiss your groom. Now, do you want to take this as your practice and do it again? The first one was the practice. My friends, please turn around and present yourselves to your guests. It is truly with great pleasure to announce this couple now married. My friends, step forward in your new journey in life. I'm going to have you ladies follow them, and I'd like for you to go to where the cupcakes are, please. Gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests and beloved family members, thank you all for coming here today. It has been truly my honor to be a part. Many blessings and safe journeys home. If you would please like to step off over here just to the side. The bartender's here, and I hear the bar is open. Our couple will be joining you shortly.